AITA for getting my dad a big birthday gift I knew he'd love, and not including my stepbrother. My parents are divorced and share custody of me, 16M, which means I spend a week with my dad and a week with my mom and rotate it around. They get along pretty well, so there are times I might spend more time with one over the other, and they make it up without drama. So it's not a bad position to be in, and I know how lucky I am. When I was 10, my dad got married again. I get along fine with my stepmom, but my stepbrother, 15M, I don't like him. I know he's a little younger than me, and maybe I'm a jerk for our bad relationship, but I don't like him. The moving in together transition was rough. My stepbrother wanted us to share my room instead of having his own. I didn't want to, but he brought his stuff to my room anyway and tried to move in. My dad stepped in and told him there was a whole room waiting just for him, and tried to make it positive, but my stepbrother resisted. My stepmom wanted us to trial run sharing, but Dad knew I wasn't on board, so he said it shouldn't be forced. She gave in and made her son move into his own room. But my stepbrother acted out for ages after that. Whenever I left for Mom's, I had to lock my door, same if I went to school or a friend's house. Anytime he was home when I wasn't, he would try to mark his territory in my room and even moved some of his shit in. Then another time he trashed my room. Dad made him clean up after himself, and my stepmom didn't complain or anything, but I got the vibe she felt like I was unfair to him. Then my stepbrother got jealous anytime I got one with Dad, even though he got it too. He wanted to tag along for some of it. Dad told him we had family time for that stuff, but it was only fair for us both to get one time with me. My stepbrother looked for me to say I wanted him to come, but I didn't. He whined about that for ages after and gave me such a hard time. He said we were brothers now and I didn't act like his. That's maybe what he wanted, but I didn't. He was super clingy too. Wanted to visit my mom's house when I was there. Wanted to tag along with my friends and bring his along. If we played video games for an hour, he'd expect me to spend more and more time with him or include him in other plans when we finished. My dad never forced me to include him in that stuff. He did make me promise that I wouldn't lose my temper if he annoyed me, and to tell him or my stepmom if he was bugging me, and I kept that. He also asked me to give family time some enthusiasm so maybe things could develop, and I did my best. But my dislike for him never changed. I find him too much and annoying when he doesn't get his way. He doesn't like being told no, and I find it frustrating. He's easily the worst part of being at Dad's. It doesn't help that I have both parents and do stuff he'll never be able to, and I won't invite him. I see him as someone I tolerate because I love my dad, but that's it. Which is why I didn't include him in my birthday gift plan. My dad's a big hockey fan. He doesn't really ever attend any games because he prefers to spend his money on other stuff. So for his 40th birthday, I got him tickets and a jersey signed by his favorite player. It was expensive and it was big. Easily the biggest gift he got. My stepmom and stepbrother were upset I let it be a gift just from me. She said it would have been better if it had been from both his boys, and that way he could have taken me to one game and my stepbrother to another without feeling bad. She said I knew he'd love it and should have considered the benefit to it being a joint gift. My stepbrother said he hates me and I ruin everything. My dad doesn't know. He was so excited. But I think he might find out about their issue with it soon because my stepbrother especially has changed toward me and he ignores me now, which I prefer. But I know it might bother my dad. I don't think he'll care that I didn't include my stepbrother, but I know things could get messy because of my choice. AITA